2017 and I got second. So being able to finally get past second place feels pretty good. Winning Worlds would mean a lot. I'd be really happy with the dream I've been having since I ever started playing VGC. So if I ever became world champion, that would mean the world to me.
Hey guys and girls, it is also learning to work in the States today. I welcome to all the unbox video of Pokemon magazine again with select card and that, so let's see what it's all about that way.
I am very excited to be back here behind the desk for our feature match round 4, which will be a community choice, by the way. More information on that later. I am Shay Burt and I'm joined by Alex Dow. How are we, my friend?
Not too bad, thank you very much, Shay. Super excited as well to be bringing you as much action as possible at this special event in Utrecht. We already had a great game featured in round 3. It was incredible to see. You had a wonderful opportunity to speak to Tord.
Yeah, I did, yeah, and just what is there even to say about that deck? I'm sure we were all sitting there on that first deck search like, wait, I saw that, I saw this, I saw that he's poised one of that, and all manner of stuff happened. And in that game too, it looked like Tord was against the ropes. All of a sudden, a little Morwell come down, set a little tempting trap, and Tord was currently sitting at 3-0. Who would have thought it with a monumental deck like that?
Yeah, it's so interesting to actually see how players are now utilizing little tricks up their sleeves, little intricacies that we're getting in the meta game at the moment, because we've already spoken about it before. It's such a developed stage now. Yeah. You know, we're getting towards the latter stages of this format and this meta breakdown, and it's a really good way how we see top players just develop their skill set and different ways of utilizing different cards. It was so good.
Yeah, it's really interesting. You know, when you've been in a format for a long time, it's very easy to sort of have, you know, be a bit down on the format, saying, oh, it's all, we've been in these decks for ages. But realistically, it's actually, when you're in a developed format, it's really more easier to target, right? So you know, Guillotine's a top deck, Charizard's a good deck, Gardevoir's a good deck, and now you know what those sort of all those decks are playing with the same, like, I don't know, 57 cards, for example. You know, right, you can do what Tord did and target it, and maybe it will go your way.
Yeah, 100%. It was so fun to see just so many amalgamations of different decks kind of in place in one total 60 there. So many support Pokemon that was in that list as well. But let's hopefully see a lot more players bring really interesting decks and different of their own little styles to different decks as well. There's so much more to see, Shay. Is there anything in your mind that you want to be seeing soon?
I mean, realistically, if we're going to have a quick look at our cards predictions, I'd love to see some Gardevoir with some Avery, realistically. We did just see it, but it didn't quite go so well for me. I guess Murphy also has chosen a deck close to my heart there with Mew V. Actually, it's going to be the last time in Europe we can play a Mew V, and that's giving a little farewell. But Alex, you picked Giratina. Why is that? Yeah,
a little throwback. I mean, it's not the EXs that you have, you know, with alongside that VMAX of Mew that Brabby has, or Benjamin has, sorry. Giratina V-Star, a deck that's close to my heart, a deck that's I've been able to pick up a number of points with myself, but it's seen a resurgence in recent times. And that number 2 card that I have, Roxanne, I really just love comeback mechanics. It's something we see come in and out of formats, and it's such a cool card, cool concept to allow you to sometimes just fall behind in the game time, but you still have a chance to hang in there and turn things around.
Yeah, you know, like you said, if you're off to a slow start, you can just feel, right, eventually my opponent will get to 3 points or less, and then we can get that Roxanne out there. It's worth noting, Amy picking up War Moon, which is currently the most represented deck here in day 1 here in Utrecht, so that seems like it could be a fantastic pick as well. What's your thoughts on War Moon right now?
I mean, it's a great deck. It's got a very simple game plan, simple strategy. It's just taking massive knockouts, 2 fantastic attacks, of course, not just the gouging attack. It also has that Calamity Storm, so it's a kind of very easily take out big bulky Pokemon as well. But because there's such a refined list now where it's looking for pure consistency, it's just an easy way to play that. It's very similar to a deck we've seen before in the fact that with Miraidon, you're taking big knockouts. and a very sort of streamlined process to utilize your game plan.
Well, most reminds me of the Fusion Mew deck, you know, right back at EYC in Frankfurt, where you just say, right, I'm going to try and take 2 prize cards turn 1, turn 1 going second, and just try and take a KO every turn moving forward, and hopefully I'll win the game.
Yeah, I know that made
see,
screenshot
comment. Round 3, we had our community bracket, as it were. We saw a Scapegoat versus Battle of our P-Pass. Felt very sad for Benjamin. Definitely got set up there by the production staff putting Battle of our P-Pass versus Scapegoat. But we move on. So we're going to have ourselves another round here. Alex had a good clash of the Titans back in Dortmund, so I'm ready to try and defend my crown. So I'm not sure which pairing we're going to get, but out of those, what are jumping out to you there out of our pairings?
Look, Shay, you've already spoken how much you love UV Max, so I'm only just going to be very kind and give it to you as a good friend of yours.
Thank you very much.
And Tom would have lied for that
round. Urshifu.
Okay, so in case viewers, in case you don't know what's going on now, so I'm going to be debating to you.
I need to rep this one open.
UV Max is the better card/deck out of our 2, and then Alex, you will be debating me with your Rapid Strike, and then you at home, the power will be in your hands. You get to vote on which pitch or what deck is better, and the winner will then progress forward to our bracket until the end, where we have our champion card that will be leaving our format come standard rotation.
Yep, can't wait to hear what you've got to say. I've heard so much already whenever you talk about Mew VMAX. We used to kind of, every time we mention the word Mew, I just see you kind of prick up a little bit, just sort of stand up like a little meerkat, and really just want to throw yourself into the ring. But I'm going to let you go first. I'm
going first, okay. So viewers, I'm going to get 30 seconds to pitch to you Mew VMAX. Here we go. Mew VMAX, how many times has it been hard countered? Mighty Enna, we'll forget about that one. Like attack for free, take a free prize KO with no energy. That wasn't good enough. Then we had Drapion. Do you remember that? Or okay, a prize Pokemon with no energy. That wasn't good enough. And when we had Spirit Tomb come out, Fetid Imp, Fortune, you can't even draw cards as a Mew player. Doesn't matter. We're still going to win. World Championship deck, you know, multiple regional wins as well. And it's just such an iconic deck. You know what I mean? Drawing about 20 cards a turn. You've got computer search via Chromatic.
I had to stop you there. But I didn't want to jump in too quickly, but I gave you a chance. You've done an all right job. You could have done better.
And there was so much stuff I didn't even talk about. Power Tablet as well, Forest Hill Stone, Path to the Peak, Lost Vacuum. Come on.
Whoa. You just had an extra like 10 seconds there. That was
I don't know what you're talking about, my friend.
All right.
Okay, so it's over to you then. Rapid Strike. All right, 3, 2, 1. Go on, off you go.
I'm going now. So, what did we just see win in the last round? It was a card that was featured in one of our best players' decks. Rapid Strike, a fantastic card, a fantastic archetype that's been able to be built around and take down tournaments. It won the first event of this season, being able to be taken down by Francisco Toranzo. Rapid Strike Urshifu being able to Gale Frost for a load of damage, but don't forget Rapid Flow.
You know what? You, my friend, this is unethical debate. You said that card won the last round. Did we see Urshifu hit the playing surface at all in that last round? I think he stayed in the deck. A bit scared to get involved there with that psychic weakness.
It was featured. I'm wearing brown to represent as well. Don't forget. Actually, we are actually coloured for this. I just realised.
I am basically Mew.
And apparently I'm an Urshifu with the brown. So
okay. So there's our pitches to you. Some of us pitches were better than others, in my opinion.
Oh, wow.
So make sure you get your votes in. The votes are currently open. What is the more titanic card that we are losing come standard rotation? Mew VMAX or Urshifu?
What is your favourite Pokemon?
My favourite Single Strike. No! So don't be doing me like that. My favourite Pokemon is Single Strike Urshifu. Wasn't even able to get on the bracket, unfortunately. I was trying to pitch. But yeah, the poll are open now. Vote for your favourite card, which is the most impactful that will be leaving our standard format. Mew VMAX, world champion. Rapid Strike Urshifu, you know, it wasn't even our most popular deck right here.
Shay's favourite Pokemon. Don't ever forget, Shay's favourite Pokemon. He argued against it.
Single Strike Urshifu is my favourite Pokemon. come on, they're different.
Lying.
I'm not lying. Okay, I'm not gonna lie though. I'm a bit sad that Single Strike didn't manage to make it into the bracket. I thought, you know, it had the Urshifu, it had the Umbreon little package as well. Duraludon as well actually is a Single Strike. So you know, shout out to him. Probably make it as the 9th seed, I would imagine.
There's so many cards to be thinking about, but you know, we're thinking about it here and now. But just for this community choice, we're just having a little fun with you guys, making sure you guys are involved at home and making sure you're voting for your favorites as we go through the list as well.
Oh, is this? Yeah, 63-37. Come on.
I'm pleased that I even got that. There was 37 in there for Rapid Strike. I didn't even think I'll get beyond the escape rope that Benjamin got earlier, to be honest.
Yeah, I think shout outs to poor Benjamin there. I think 85-15 is the worst loss we've ever seen here on our community bracket. So thank you, viewers at home, for backing you, VMAX. I feel as if it was a hard one there for you, but you're dealing with a world champion. But you know, it is what it is. Drawing cards is a good thing. One-shotting Pokemon is a good thing as well. So.
And that's pretty
I'm
much
not doing anything, but
hope you guys enjoyed the unboxing videos.
Dealing with
Please leave comments below.
Pokemon, isn't it? Chat. But at the same time,
please subscribe and follow me on MSS
the victory for me. W's, let's go.
You
get one of these, but you get an L. Because you lost. But if you were voting there, you know, hang around and keep your thumbs ready to vote again, because